We're here at the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario. I'm Jim Houston. In the booth with me for the Eastern Conference semifinal is Craig Simpson. Up next, a potential series-ending Game 6 between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the New York Islanders. Toronto will be a desperate hockey team tonight. They're facing elimination and haven't played with a whole lot of emotion in the series.
Yeah, but they know it's not over yet. If they can win one here at home, you never know what can happen.
Here's a look at tonight's official who's been around for 6 seasons and isn't known as a very strict referee.
That's right, Jim, and he'll let a lot of things go and doesn't seem to like blowing his whistle too often.
The faceoff goes to the Islanders. In over the line. Blocked. Nolan out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shove. Played across. Leg save by DiPietro. Pekka over the blue line.
Hit! That was huge!
Delayed call coming up. Right in front. Belfour made the brilliant save. Leach will get the gate for hooking. New York is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineups, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Around the back. In front. Pekka. Weak shot. Belfour covers up.
Holy cow, he got his bell rung on that one. That was a big hit.
The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Maple Leafs. And out they come with a puck. In over the line. Rubbed off the puck by Hammerman.
Now that's a big hit.
Into the attacking zone. Right in front. He scores, and it's 1-0.
That puck was bouncing around like a super ball, and it ended up in the cage.
The goalie needs to smother that puck a lot sooner, no question. New York hopes this is a sign of things to come.
It's obvious they can score, but can they play defense?
I think we're about to find out. Nieuwendyk gets rocked.
That's going to leave a mark.
DiPietro freezes the puck. They're getting ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Nieuwendyk. Pass to the point. It looks like they're going to settle this one with their fists.
These two are ready to square off.
You can give him the victory in the fight, although his team still trails on the scoreboard.
Well, that's right, Jim, but an impressive scrap like that just might help them get back on track.
The ref is ready to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Toronto. The coin takes him out over the blue line. Pushed off the puck. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Moved ahead. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Pushed aside by Belfour. Quick pass up. Hammerlick pushes him. In over the line. Delayed call against Toronto. Renberg is going off for hooking. And you can see the coach here doesn't like that call, and he's having a word with the official. New York has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here. Face-off won by Francis. Knocked down.
You could feel that one up in the booth.
Over the blue line. Centers it. Right in front. Cannonading drive. Brings it out. Over the line. In front. Great save. Belfour covers up for the whistle. New York wins games by outworking their opponents. You rarely see a soft shift from anyone on this bench.
They win their games on effort, and they're an honest team. You rarely see them give up on a play.
And the faceoff is won by Francis. Brings it out. Over center. Hit over the blue line. Across. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Flattened.
That's what we came to see.
Coin along the boards. Brings it out. In over the line. Blake mows him down. Brings it out. Over the line. It's passed over by Yashin. Over the blue line. Francis, huge shot. Played across. Mowed down.
That was a full contact hit.
Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shove. Brings it out. At center. In over the line.
Way off target.
New York is now 1 for 2 with the man advantage as the penalty expires. Delayed penalty coming up. Shoots the puck. DiPietro turns it aside. It's played up by Roberts. Saved by DiPietro. Yashin has been nailed for hooking. Toronto will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill on that first unit. Denied by DiPietro. He freezes the puck. They're getting ready for the faceoff. Faceoff won by Scatchard. Played up. Moved over. He gets pushed by Renberg. Brings it out. Over the line. Knocked down.
That was a big hit.
Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Taken out.
That was rock solid.
Brings it out. Coast to coast. Scatchard gets pushed. Brings it out. Over the line. Wrist shot by Francis. Blocked. Scatchard. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Big save by Belfour. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Passed over. Move. He scores, and we're tied at 1.
The power play was brilliant on that goal. They cashed in big time on that one.
New York lets one in, and this game is tied.
So far, neither team has been successful at dictating the play.
Business is about to pick up, and it looks like we're going to have a fight.
The gloves are off, and these guys are ready to rock.
Fight was a mismatch from the get-go.
It's his second big win in the ring so far. I'd be surprised if anyone challenges this big guy again.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Nieuwendyk wins the faceoff. Offside, Toronto. About to drop the puck. And the faceoff is won by Nieuwendyk. Offside, Toronto. The players are lining up at the faceoff circle. Faceoff won by Nieuwendyk. Roberts gets shoved. Scramble in front of the net. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Flattened.
They felt that hit in the rafters.
He gets hit by Hunter.
Great body work so far.
It's moved over by Hammerlick. Over the line. Shoved. Neuendijk will get the gate for hooking. New York has converted once already, and they're getting another power play chance here. Francis on the draw. Shove. Out of their defensive end. In over the line.
Hit! That's one he'll remember.
Into the attacking zone. He gets taken out by McCabe. Goes behind the net. Belfour makes the pad save. Over the blue line. He gets checked by Hammerlick. A solid check. A lateral pass. New York puts its number 2 power play unit out. He gets leveled by McCabe. Brings it out. Rubbed off the puck. Parrish grabbed it. Brings it out. Over the line. He gets pushed off the puck. Quick shot from the slot by Blake. In over the line. Bumped off the puck. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Mowed down.
Finish that one with a bang.
It's coughed up by Nienema. Brings it out. Big hit.
A textbook body check, Jim.
Over the blue line. Cranked him.
Thundering hit.
Belfour denied him. Brings it out. Over the line. Johnson hits him.
Sends him down.
In over the line. New York couldn't strike with a man advantage. Now they're 1 for 3 in the game. Kavasha shoots the puck. Hunter scores right upstairs.
The puck came back out, and he was ready and waiting for it. The lead's already changed hands a couple of times this period.
It's the kind of game that keeps the fans on edge. You never know what's next. Saved by DiPietro. And he covers up for the face-off. The action's about to start. A Maple Leaf face-off win. Yashin out-muscles him. He'll breathe a little easier now that he's on the score sheet with that 1 assist.
Well, maybe that'll loosen him up a bit. Sometimes that little bit extra confidence is all you need.
We're ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Neuendijk. Moved up out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Belfour got a pad on it. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets bowled over by Hunter. Shot is blocked by Yashin. Blake brings it out. In over the line. Turned aside by Belfour. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone with a wrist shot. Brings it out. Over the line. Ooh, off the bar. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Played over by McCabe. Out of their defensive end. Played over. The ref indicates a delayed call. Leach is going to the box for hooking. You can see that coach isn't too happy about the call. New York has the 1 power play goal so far, and now they'll get another shot here. Francis wins the faceoff. Big hit. Pekka shoots the puck. Crushed.
What a hit!
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Roberts gets smoked.
He just got run over.
Brings it out. End to end. Shot from the wing by Hammerlick. Belfour turned the shot away. He covers up. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. Toronto wins the draw. And out they come with a puck. In over the line. He gets checked by Janssen.
Now that one was worth watching.
It's coughed up by Hunter. Backhanded shot. Just wide of the net. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shove. Janssen brings it out. Toronto puts its #1 penalty-killing unit out. Gets away a hard shot. In front. DiPietro freezes the puck. Pat Quinn made an impact right away, didn't he? In his first season as head coach with the Leafs, he was named runner-up for the Jack Adams Award as Coach of the Year.
Well, Jim, under Quinn, the Leafs saw a 28-point improvement, paving the way for an appearance in the conference final.
He gets laid out by Nienema. Brings it out. Over the line. Pushed.
That was a monster of a hit.
One times it. Fell forward. Shut the door. They're getting ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Francis. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Fired hard from the right. The shot is blocked by Janssen. Brings it out. Over the blue line. New York fails to convert on that power play. They're now 1 for 4 on the night. A Toronto shooting. Kavasha mows him down.
Terrific physical play. Hit. That'll keep them on their heels.
He gets rocked up by Roberts. Hunter is going off for hooking. Francis won the draw. Played back. In front. Stoned by DiPietro. He hangs on. DiPietro can really handle the puck.
He gets out of his crease in a hurry and tracks down the dump-ins. Now that's such a huge asset because it forces the other team to try to carry it in.
Leach has his pocket pick. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets taken out by McCabe. Out of their defensive end. Muscled off the puck. Renberg moves it ahead. Around the back. Right in front. Pekka roughs him up. Brings it out. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Brings it out. Quick puck movement. In over the line. Backhands it. Huge save. Pekka. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Checked.
He felt that one right down to his skates.
Passed ahead. Brings it out. At center. Hit. Right in front. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Turned aside by DiPietro. Rink-wide pass. Brings it out. In over the line. Pekka. Wrist shot. Blocked by McCabe. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Flattened.
A punishing hit.
Out of their defensive end. Crushed.
That's some heavy action.
Hunter hits him. Great glove save by DiPietro. The horn signals the end of the first period. 2-1 is the score. Tightly played first period. Both teams showing a lot of spirit as we get ready for period number 2. The puck is about to be dropped. The faceoff goes to the Maple Leafs. Shoved over the line. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Janssen with a blistering shot. Belfour turned the shot aside. In over the line. Renberg with a wrist shot. Missed the net.
Hit. He's seeing double now.
Over the blue line. Hard one-timer by Blake. Blocked by McCabe. Nolan. Over the line. Hard wrist shot by Renberg. Blocked. Shoots quickly.
Not even close.
Short pass. Moved across. It's passed across by Blake. Into the attacking zone. Hunter gets checked.
He got laid out.
It's given up by Nolan. Blake moves it ahead. Stick save. Belfour covers up.
You always have to keep your head up. If you don't, that's exactly what happens.
The ref is ready to drop the puck. Neuendijk wins the faceoff. Brings it out. Renberg gets knocked down. Right in front. The crowd's upset. No penalty called. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shoots the puck. Blocked. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. In front. Gigantic save.
Oh, Jim, you can see by the look on his face, he can't believe he didn't beat the goalie with that one.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. Bates won the draw. Brings it out. In over the line. He gets hit by Leach.
Knocked him right off the play.
Quick puck movement. Fitzgerald shoots the puck. Saved by DiPietro. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Fires it. Belfour makes the brilliant save. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shove. In front. Brings it out. Over. In over the line. Shove. Bates cranks it. Belfour made the huge save. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Checked. Brings it out. Over the line. Wrist shot by Bates. Belfour reached out for the puck. 2 goals is a solid outing for anyone in this league.
Well, what's more impressive is how he's converting. He hasn't put a lot of rubber on net, but he's scored twice. That's great finish.
And the faceoff is won by Neuendijk. He gets run over.
He delivered a message with that one.
Across, brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Flattened. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shove. Shoots. Pad save by DiPietro. Mowed down. Run over. Toronto makes a line change. Move back. Renberg shoots the puck. Over. Brings it out. In over the line. Rocked. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Nolan. Glove save. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Hit. Brings it out. Over the line. Stayen gets pushed.
That'll keep them on their heels.
Across. In over the line. Fitzgerald now with the puck. Leg save. Into the attacking zone. Quick shot by Vinehandle. He gets hammered by Martinek.
He's really throwing his weight around.
Right in front. The door is shut by DiPietro. He hangs on to the puck. New York is one tough opponent. They've got solid players right down through their bench, and they play a smart game.
Well, you can't make mistakes against this team. They've got just too much talent.
Face-off won by Neuendijk. Shove. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Shove. Brings it out. In over the line. Looks like the Islanders are getting a penalty. The coin gets called for roughing.
He'll get 2 minutes for that, and I tell you, it'll seem a lot longer to him.
And the faceoff is won by Francis. Roberts went short. Goes behind the net. Fires! Scores! Skating 5-on-4 is a nice opportunity to score, and they cashed that one in big time. New York will have to battle hard to regain the lead,
Especially now that they've lost momentum.
He gets out-muscled by Yashin. Missed shot by Nieuwendyk. DiPietro hangs on for the whistle.
When you go to the net, you score goals. It's really just that simple.
This guy's a great example. He's netted a pair by fighting his way into scoring position. About to drop the puck. Face-off won by Nieuwendyk. Played back. McCabe rips it. Blocked. Checked. Over. Bad scramble. In front. Gets the shot off. The shot is blocked by Pekka. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Checked. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Nolan turned away by DiPietro. Brings it out. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Played up. He gets rocked by McCabe.
Very impressive.
Brings it out. Over the line. Knocked over. In behind. Passed across by Pekka. Into the attacking zone. Hamilton gets shoved out of their defensive end. In over the line. Renberg slap shot. Blocked by Asham. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Rocked. In front. Door slammed shut by Belfour. Over the line. Passed ahead. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Sent flying. Advances the puck. In over the line. Saved by DiPietro. Brings it out. Over the blue line. He gets roughed up by Antropov. Hard one-timer. Blocked. Fitzgerald. Brings it out. Passed up to the neutral zone. Hit. Over the line. He gets knocked over.
He slammed him big time.
Antropov. Into the attacking zone. Cranked him.
I wouldn't want to have been on the receiving end of that one.
In over the line. Over the blue line. Saved by DiPietro. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Mowed down. In front. Huge save by Belfour. You know how defenders hate playing against this guy? He's a ferocious big man who can also put the puck in the net.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with him, Jim. Get him riled up, and he's unstoppable.
Face-off won by Pekka. Rocked. Knocked down. Passed over by Hermelin. And that does it for the second period. After 40 minutes of play, we're tied at 2.
Featuring full-color photographs of your favorite players, as well as a complete team schedule.
After a hotly contested opening 40 minutes, the teams are heading back onto the ice. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Maple Leafs. He gets checked by Bates. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Leveled. Brings it out. In over the line. Karpintsev gets laid out. Over the blue line. Pass to the point. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Across. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Right, Renberg scores, and that's the hat trick.
that one again on replay, Jim. He definitely planned to put that one in the net with the wrister. Pure skill right there.
New York needs to settle things down.
A go-ahead goal early in the third period can rattle you, but a good team can shake it up and do what needs to be done.
He gets worked over by Kolyakovo. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Pass to the point. In front. Hard one-time shot by Renberg. Brings it out. End to end. He gets hit by Newendijk.
Lines him up and sends him down.
Into the attacking zone. Renberg shoots it. Moved up. In over the line. Pekka gets checked. Right in front. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Hammerlick lays him out.
He dropped the hammer on him.
Over the blue line. A shot from the slot by a coin. Belfour covers up for the whistle.
Jim, I think he's stunned. He made a perfect shot and can't believe that the goalie stopped it.
The action's about to start. Stayen wins the faceoff. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. He gets leveled by Martinek. Quick pass up through center. Checked. In over the line. Moved ahead by Antropov. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Kolyakovo went short. Fires it. Scores! Top shelf.
Jim, the backhand shot is feared by so many goalies because of its unpredictability.
Face-off won by Newendijk. Shove.
That one took him right out of the play.
Carpet sand out of their defensive end. Over the line. Shoots the puck. The shot is blocked by Leach. Into the attacking zone. Cranked him.
He's not getting by that time.
Brings it out. In over the line. Shot from the wing by Blake. At center. Moved over the blue line. Crushed. Brings it up. Passed up to the neutral zone. Sent flying. Intercepted. Whistles one. Belfour makes the stick save. Played over by Kolyakovo. Over the line. Shoved. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Brings it out. Moved across. Hit. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Esham now has the puck. Checked.
He got rocked right there.
Leg save by Belfour. Out of their defensive end. Over the line. Big hit. Brings it out. The Islanders are going to make a full change. Laid out. Passed up to the neutral zone. Into the attacking zone. Renberg, hard shot, turned away. A lateral pass. In over the line. He gets taken out by Leach.
Lined him up and knocked him down.
Over the blue line. Renberg gets pushed, brings it out. Over the line. Quick puck movement. A shot from the slot by Pekka. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Knocked down. Leach brings it out. In over the line. He gets hit by Carpetsev. Brings it out. Over the blue line. Sent flying. Out of their defensive end. Into the attacking zone. Shove. Right in front. Stick save by DiPietro. Goes behind his net. Over the line. Nice little move by Newendijk. In front. Rips it from in front. The Maple Leafs are showing they know how to put the puck in the net.
They're a fast, talented team that can score. If you try to trade chances with them, they'll beat you.
We're ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to New York. He gets hit by Pekka. Offside against Toronto. Fitzgerald has the one goal already tonight, and he looks like he's starting to find a rhythm.
He doesn't have a lot of shots, but he's finding the open ice. He needs to get some pucks to the net.
The players are lined up and ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Francis. Taken out. Stopped in his tracks. Quick pass up. Brings it out. It's played up by Hunter. Shove. Domi brings it out. Over the blue line. Shoots it hard. Blocked by Martinez. Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shoots! Blocked. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Right in. Francis scores! Looks like he was screened. Excellent delivery. Excellent shot.
They had the goalie beat, no question.
Face-off won by Newendale. Shove.
Jim, that was a real blow.
Parrish brings it out. Over the blue line. Big hit.
He took a big-time check.
Out of their defensive end. In over the line. Shoots. Scramble for the puck. Toronto will make you pay for taking penalties.
Well, they've got great shooters on the blue line, and they look to set up the one-timer on the power play.
You just have to stay out of the box. And the faceoff is won by Newendale. Brings it out. Over the line. Cranked him. Goes behind his net. Hunter brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Knocked him off the puck. Crushed out of their defensive end. Toronto makes a line change. In over the line. Moved up. Right in front. Belfort hangs on for the whistle. There aren't many guys who can skate as fast as this guy.
Yeah, he really does have an amazing set of wheels. The crowd gets excited every time he touches the puck.
The faceoff goes to New York. Over the blue line. He gets run over by Kabasha. Played across. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Flattened. Brings it out. In over the line. In front. Knocked down.
Now that's how you body check someone.
Over the blue line. Rubbed off the puck. Roberts grabbed it. Passed over. Brings it out. Into the attacking zone.
Hit! Bumped them that time.
Pekka brings it out. Over the line. Bumped off the puck. Newendike grabbed it. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Checked.
That came harder than expected.
Brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Shoved. Renberg brings it out. In over the line. Taken out. Out of their defensive end. Over the blue line. Newendike brings it out. Into the attacking zone. Leveled. That's it. This one's over. New York loses this game and their lead in the series. From Toronto, Ontario, this is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
From all the team here at EA Sports, we'll see you next time.
Cup.